privacy the way they once did, especially if they're being told that this is the way you consume and everybody's got to put up, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. And only now are some of them finding out when they get a little older that a snotty teenage comment you made on Facebook can cost you a job as an adult or get you thrown out of college. Prospective employers now mine MySpace and Facebook and the other things like it, looking for dirt and looking for people not to hire. Never mind who might be best for the job, let's see how they screwed up and disqualify them that way. In a weird way, though, I do look forward to the day when something like this happens to some family values politician or right-wing Supreme Court nominee, and suddenly they go down in flames like the Hindenburg when somebody finds out about all the animals they bragged they had sex with while drunk on their Facebook page as a teenager. On the other hand, does this mean if we're going to participate in this network that we all have to be as paranoid about our every single thing we do from childhood, or, you know, just like some egomaniac who's planning to run for president in 30 years, do we all have to be that careful and walk on eggshells even in our own bedrooms, imprison ourselves in a constant state of, I tried but I didn't inhale? I mean, that being watched like that, having to worry about that, is even crueler than the Catholic Church. And with no chance to confess and magically make everything all better. I mean, that is hardly my idea of expanding democracy. And Google, among others, has made it their business to collect and store and sell more information about you and everything you've bought and everything you read than the FBI, the CIA, and the Keystone Stormtroopers at Homeland Security combined. And Facebook, as many of you know, launched their Beacon service last year, notifying users' friends of a person's online purchases without their permission, thus exposing in advance what you're going to get for Christmas from those people. But what if you look up, oh, this friend who you've been going out with who's on your Facebook page just bought a pregnancy test and you've been out of town for a month? Yeah, and you thought Obama voting to let the NSA spy on us was your worst problem. This is how we volunteer to be violated by these people. Annalee, I hope I say her last name right, Navitz, anyway, who until recently wrote for the San Francisco Bay Guardian and was the best thing in the paper, she had an interesting comment about this. The more public our friend lists are, the more we feel like we have to pick our friends based on public opinion. That's not expanding democracy, that's high school. Facebook and MySpace and the others are all good tools, of course, to expand what you know and who you know, but if that's all people want to know, again, they're dumbing themselves down, and we can't let that happen. We can't be in the information age and allow people to know less and less and less. Is this much screen suckling making people smarter, or is it making people dumber? And I will use some of the same examples I used last time, because if anything, this has gotten worse. Oh, did you talk to that person? Yeah, I talked to him. Well, what did they say? Well, I didn't talk to him, I just emailed them. That's not talking to somebody. Sending an email, not waiting for a reply, and assuming your job is done, wrong. Communication is an equation. You got to get the other half of the communication or you have not communicated. And just, you know, sitting there day after day, didn't you get my email? Didn't you get my email? I mean, if you're that desperate, call them on the phone. And in the age of instant messaging, it's amazing how this works. You ask somebody something on the phone, they answer you instantly. And you know what you can do instantly after that is to ask them another question. And they answer it, and you can ask them another question, and you've saved yourself weeks of snitty emails to get more stuff done. An ex-girlfriend of mine in LA said she was out at a club seeing a band a while back, and a woman came up to her, chatted her up, they hit it off really well. She tells the other woman her name, oh, you're my MySpace friend. And then the other woman walked away. It's like, oh, I just didn't want to actually talk to you or find out you were real. I just wanted your picture in my gallery of virtual friends. where I feel more comfortable.